What's up, Africa? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the True Talk Niger podcast. Today, we have 4 men right here on set, right? And of course, we have 2 heavyweights, one in the world of gaming, and of course, another one, fantastic. I know this one very well. All right, Patrick, right here. A fantastic, you are an exceptional PUBG player. How far now? Please, I don't know how to play this thing.
Do you like video games, though?
When I see people play it,
yeah,
it looks really. You know, I used to play Nintendo back then.
Okay,
play X, so they score the goal.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair.
There's X, there's 0, there's Y.
There's triangle, square.
Yeah. What's that triangle standing for? Though?
It depends. It depends on the game.
On the game,
yeah,
right.
It depends on the game. It serves different functions, but still, you know, like
Yeah.
I said, video games. That's where it all starts from.
Bro.
You know, so we took video games and raised the bar just a little bit more. And went competitive with it, you know, at the level of, you know, international, national, regional, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, esports.
Yeah, before you
know,
run into it, I've got Maio from Nigerian Idol season 9.
Hey,
this guy already just want to jump out back to back. Man. So I love that both of you on set today. You know, 2 young guys. One, I feel like music and sports go together. You know that. Yes, music and sports go together. They started playing video game World Cup. You know that, right? Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it just concluded now. That was like last month.
Yeah.
In Riyadh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was amazing. $60 million, man.
Jeez.
$60 million. That's what went down right there.
Why didn't you enter for this
and
stuff?
That was just no African country was there.
Why?
Oh.
That is the conversation, ladies and gentlemen.
We Africans can play, bro.
What?
Why was Africa not there?
That's the real question.
Like-
Why did they exclude us?
Why did Nigeria not drag these people on Twitter?
You see, that kind of thing. You know,
60
that's
what?
what I was
60
saying.
what did you call again?
60 million USD, man.
Bro.
Maio said he wants to start playing it. So you want to leave me out?
Bro, money at the end. You go do the music on that.
Collabo for real.
But looking at all of that, what are your thoughts? How would you say video game has been able to become a thing in Nigeria?
Well, like I said, it started at competing. You know,
Right.
The video game comes,
Right.
then the people that love to play the video games start to play it,
Yeah.
and then they start. You know, Nigerians by nature we are quite competitive.
Right.
You know, even in the music industry, like he's in.
Definitely.
You know, like you're dropping. Like there was a time when Ashake was dropping songs like.
Of course.
Every Friday he was dropping music. You know, I've never seen anyone drop music like that, you know, in a while. And it's the same thing with video games.
Right.
Consistency. When you're playing video games, you're playing. Next thing you say, I already played this game well. Am I not the best?
What's the most memorable game you played before?
The most memorable game I would say
On PUBG.
Okay. That would be Red Bull. Red Bull hosted a tournament that was like just after COVID,
Okay.
or rather during COVID, 2020-ish period. Red Bull, that was the first time I ever felt like a superstar.
Okay.
You know, Red Bull really made me feel like a superstar. Like, you know, that time, service apartments were not really a thing.
Okay.
You know, they were just like, that was the first time someone rented out a service apartment and put a bunch of gamers in there and said, yeah, so you guys are going to be staying here ahead of the tournament. Enjoy yourselves. Anything you want to eat, you can have it. Snap a finger, type of, and this was just in Lekki. So Red Bull went the extra mile. For the first time in my life, I felt like a superstar.
Great.
I felt like this gaming thing, you don't carry me go foul. If I keep it up, sky's the limit then, you know? So that was the most memorable thing.
Fantastic. So let's go to Maio.
Hello.
Maio, you were in Nigerian Idol season 9.
Yes, I was.
What was your experience? First of all, I want to ask with regards to the music. Did you enjoy the show?
Oh yeah, I did. I enjoyed the show. I think the show went up from last season because I was there last season for season 8. Season 8. So I think the show.
Top what?
I got to top 28.
Wow.
Yeah, last season, and then top 5 this season.
Wow.
So the show went up a notch for this year's music. There were in terms of the live expressions of the music, it was a lot more expressive, and they actually changed some genres to fit the singers.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, and said, "Oh, if you want to have this style, but you are this style, we'll make it work for you." So they tilted the show towards the contestant. Yeah,
because I think like in previous seasons, you hear an R&B singer singing Afro. I'm like, this is not this guy's sound, you know. So when we look at it, a lot of people felt like the fate of the singer, no matter how good you are, lies in the hands of the voters. Which also automatically means that you can be a bad singer and still win the show if you have the fan base. Because if everything is based off of voting, all I need to do is have people that can vote.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So as a bad singer, you can win on the show. What are your thoughts on that? Because I know there's a lady. What's her name? She's on the bigger side a little.
Is it Mira?
Pressure, something P, or the particular that sings well.
Oh, Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer.
Yeah.
That she was evicted as
she
top 10.
She was the first.
10,
she was the first
evicted.
Yeah, she was the first
evicted. That lady
evicted.
can sing fire. She's on the chubby side.
Yeah, Jennifer.
I knew that girl shouldn't have gone home. That girl should have been top 3.
Okay.
But guess what? Because they did not vote for her. What are your thoughts on that?
So the thing, first of all, a bad singer cannot win Nigerian Idol.
I know.
Because
you even get to top 5.
You can't get to top 10. Definitely. So what I think about that is, as you are trying to get yourself to top 10, you already know you already know the rules. It's painful, but then the rules are the rules. You cannot win if you do not have votes. So
is that a good thing? Do you think that reality shows should now be based off of who can sing well, and then there are select people who can judge this whole process?
Well, I think if they can have a good mix of both, it will be good, because there are times when somebody might have a bad week. I had 2 bad weeks. So if I have 2 bad weeks consistently, and then I win the show on the last bad week, let's say I was on the show till the end, and I have you understand. So it's going to cause a lot of controversy, and it's why you, but you do not vote. But then, so I'm saying I think that if they can have a good mix of both, so that it can be glaring. Yeah. Like even if they voted, this guy's supposed to win this thing, you understand? So I think a good mix of both would be great, so that some people will not have, not that they are not great, but then have, not see somebody walk a shaky run and then end up winning, and then you feel like he's not supposed to win, when of course he's good, but then you feel like somebody else should have won because the person had better performances. So
I want to ask, based off of gaming, I'm sure that in every field there are challenges. Yeah. What are the challenges you face as a gamer in this part of the world? They just cited one. How will we not have Africa in the World Cup?
Exactly, because it still stems from that. Right. You know, the first things first is there's a difference between gaming when you're playing games, for fun and stuff like that, and when you're taking it up a notch and you go into the esports side of things. So by default, you know how we were stigmatized when we were much younger about video games. Yeah. You know that this is the era where I would say we're trying to break out of that. Because the truth of the matter is, up until the Red Bull thing that I mentioned earlier, because Red Bull put me on Super Sport, my mom was... Can I swear on this? Can I?
No swear.
Okay. So my mom wasn't messing with me like that, because of the video game thing. With you. Yeah. She wasn't on that type of time. She was like, this guy, say doctors, the lawyers, like, what are you doing, bro? And she was looking at that, and I'm living under her roof. And wake up in the morning
and they feed you.
Bust open the door while I'm in a PUBG game. She bust open the door like, this game, this phone. Now you need to chill, like, there's, I'm going to try to, do something else. And then up until the Red Bull thing, and then she saw me on Super Sports, this switch up was nasty. Wow. The switch up was insane.
I saw
Nigerian parents. Like, she wasn't even pretending like she wasn't about to kick me out of the house laughing. Next thing you know, she's at church telling her friends, oh, has your son been on Super Sport? What's your son doing?
Who's your son?
Like, who's your son, So
you are the choosing.
Yeah. Exactly,
I know
no, leave Joe. He wants to start something he will not finish. And that is exactly what it is. But not everyone is going to have that story.
Absolutely.
So that is why we have to, the challenge I would say is we need to put more awareness out there, raise awareness, tell people that yes, this is a thing, because it is a $1 billion industry.
Fantastic.
It's just to point, everyone in that direction that it is not a lost cause, and like I said, we just have to remove that stigma of video games is nothing, it's not going to change your life. It's
Take
not,
it out.
I mean, you have $60 million.
That's not
and
big,
those are
man.
people younger than me.
Yeah, young boys.
Younger than me.
Okay, so Priest, there's a question I'm supposed to ask. So the question is, how do you prepare for major tournaments? Do you have any specific strategies or, let me say, rituals that help you perform at your best?
I would say I wouldn't call it a strategy, but I like to chill. I don't like pressure. I've played in a lot of high stake tournaments, millions of naira, thousands of dollars type of setting, but first things first. Like I said, I like to chill. I go first go Canada.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
When I come back from Canada, I go into the game with a clear mind.
Oh, wow.
I
Makes
have my
sense.
teammates, So it's a team game.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm always there chilling with my teammates, and we're always speaking in broken. I think I also like to put out some content concerning
Oh.
when I'm
Oh,
gaming
wow.
with
Makes
guys.
sense.
So
Makes
you
sense.
just see like
Wow.
the view
Oh,
of how
wow.
it's
Wow.
going.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Wow. That's a very good one out there. One other thing, Femi, many a times when we meet guys like this, they've won a lot of money to their pockets. Femi, what I want to really ask Priest right now. So Priest, you've traveled around the whole world, and there's this question I would like to ask you. Has there been any time, because they said South African girls are, let me not go that route. Yes. But okay, let me come back. So I don't really want to go there. But along the line, while traveling, have you ever experienced South African ladies?
Actually, I've experienced South Africans,
Wow.
Africans, Madagascar,
Wow.
Algerians,
Wow.
and Tunisians as well. So I can tell you very well, but I still love my Nigerian girls. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, Niger girls all the way. You remember Nigerian jollof and Ghana jollof? Well, I didn't say I'm the choosing actually, but you remember the choosing. Okay, but let's not go that route. But is there any feature called the choosing on the PUBG mobile application?
I think so. There's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
there's something called the choosing.
Yeah, you just have to be the chosen one, innit?
Oh, you're serious?
The winner is the chosen one.
Okay, the winner is the chosen one. Okay, well, I didn't mention anything, but guys, he said the winner is the chosen one, which apparently makes a lot of sense. All right, so we are going to move on to Maio. Maio, it's been a very fantastic moment. It's been a very fantastic moment having you on the True Talk Ninja. Femi, one thing I'm going to ask Maio right now. Maio, remember Nice?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because I was always watching Maio on the TV. Maio is a star, and is one of the the crew member for 121 Seller. And 121 Seller, those guys are actually very big. So Maio, what was your experience? How were you able to manage Nice? Because many a times when I watch the show on Sundays, I see the way Nice talk. But Nice is one of the judges for the season 9 Nigerian Idol. So, but how you were able to manage Nice, Rikasani, and also Amaomi for that period of time? Because Nice could be so funny at times. Nice, you can hear me, right? But Nice could be so funny at times because you just talk to the contestant just anyhow. Yeah, quote me, Joseph is my name. So, but how are you able to manage Nice? Nice, especially in this contest in the Nigerian Idol season 9.
So I just did not let it get to me, get to my head, get to my heart. So I knew that everybody have their own excesses, and then for the sake of the show, he was bigger than me because I'm a contestant and then he's a judge. So I had to take what he said, but then I had to take out the good part and make sure that it doesn't get to the negative side of me. So what I did was, what Nice is saying is true. What Nice is saying might not be totally true because he doesn't know me, like he doesn't know everything about me. So his opinions about me would definitely be limited by the fact that he doesn't know everything about me. You get, so he misunderstood a few things for my performances and whatnot. But then I still have maximum respect, and I said that I was going to take the good part of what he said and then take it to heart and then move on like that. So yeah, I just didn't let it get to me in the bad way.
Wow, so Maio said he didn't let it get to him in the bad way. So apparently, Nice was always saying some things, but Maio was able to manage the situation. Because at some point, a lot of Nigerians were always on Nice.
Yeah.
And a lot of Nigerians actually love Maio. A lot of Nigerians love Maio. But we don't know what now transpired. Omaomi so much love Maio. It was so written all over Omaomi's face. Omaomi, if you can watch this video, this is True Talk Ninja. And I know you love Maio so much. So, but what do you have to say about Omaomi herself?
Oh, I have nothing but respect and love for Maomi. I loved the way she always took us like her children. I would say it like that. She advised us like it wasn't a show. She just wanted to make sure that every one of us became the best versions of ourselves in the show and outside the show. So she did not limit all the love to the show. She gave us advice that would work in the industry too. So yeah, I love Maomi so much.
So he said he loves Mahomi so much. So guys, just that's just like some motherly love, not a boyfriend. Yeah. So there's a question I'd like to ask you again. How do you feel the Nigerian music industry has evolved since your first appearance on the show, which is Nigerian Idol, and also how have you adapted to these changes?
Okay, so the Nigerian music industry has evolved definitely, and over the last 1 year, from my time last year and the time now, we've seen how Nigerian artists have been very daring, and they've carried Afrobeats on their head. I love the way Nigerian artists have proven that they do not need any other person. They do not need to be any other kind of thing. They can be themselves and they can be big by themselves. You can see Rema with his daring moves. The songs that he dropped on his album, everybody be like, oh, this thing is it. But Rema be like, nah, it's not my business. So I was once in a recording session with Maven as a background vocalist. And then in the room, I saw how Rema's aura was. Rema does not think himself less at all. Exactly. So I love the way Rema is. I love the way Ladipo is. I love the way Nigerian artists are. They don't think themselves less. They don't think they need anybody to become what they are. So yeah, I just love that beautiful aura of confidence that Nigerian music industry has. And yeah, coming out of the show and getting into Nigerian industry has taught me that maybe me too, yes, I'm not myself no small. You get. So so we're approaching the industry like.
I like that word. Mr. No small. Maio is actually not small. This guy sings. If you can check YouTube. I remember when you did there was a particular cover you did with was it Cobams or no it was Efe Marok.
Yeah, Efe Marok. Yeah.
Yes, and that song actually went viral in the internet. And guys, if you don't know Maio, you need to check out Maio's Instagram handle. It's got like quite a number of followers. And also I have here Priest. We call him Priest because it's the priest of PUBG. See, you can check out Priest. That's online. Priest is the CEO of Citizen Games, and this guy does a lot of magic. You can't beat him. Call all your PUBG guys. The guys that know how to play the PUBG mobile game. Call them, mention them. This guy represents home and abroad. He represents home and abroad. And back to you, Mario. You made mention of something initially, that's earlier. And Femi Danich, you can see, he made mention of the genre of music which Nigerian Idol actually tweaked. So now they were able to give a lot of singers or artists opportunities to be able to do any kind of genre of music. Like before, maybe it used to be Afrobeat. Now they say, okay, you can do anyone. Maybe it used to be R&B. Now you can do anyone. Okay, so, but Myra, are you looking at releasing any music, or do you have a song you've released, or what are the expectations of the fans out there? Because everybody's eager to hear from you. We know we have the likes of David Garland that actually maybe made one of the top 10. And also, but to make the top 5 is not easy because, you have to put your soft skills game on. Because at the end of the day, it's the way you behave to the next person. It helps you in the competition. So because out of how many people, over 1,000 applicants, but you were able to stand out to be top 5. And also for PUBG gaming, you can see Priest, not even mentioning 10 players in Nigeria for PUBG mobile gaming. If you search for Priest, his full names are Patrick Okoro. Search for him, and you'll know this guy is a don when it comes to not only PUBG mobile gaming, Call of Duty, but to mention a few. But Priest, but to mention a few. But Priest, there's something I really want you to tell us. I want you to tell us something. Now, there are a lot of events you might have gone to. We really want you to express yourself. This is True Talk Ninja. Express yourself and tell us the ups and downs you've experienced so far in the gaming industry. Yes, it is a time where our viewers out there really want to hear the truth. So, our viewers might really want to say, oh, it's becoming so controversial, it's becoming XYZ. But Priest, we want you to express yourself. Tell us the things, or would I say the thing or things? Anyone, things fall apart. All right, so please tell us those things you want our viewers out there to know about the gaming industry. Like reveal some secret to us today.
Okay, so I would say the number one thing is when you win money, please pay your winners, man. Pay your winners their money, man.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Pay your winners their money. Pay them on time, man. You know, I mean, you can win a tournament in like January, you get paid like December. That's not realistic. You know, that type of thing. 5 months, 6 months, 9 months. I mean, somebody will get pregnant, you go born picking, they never still pay you. Oh, come on now, let's be for real. You know, especially if you're trying to make a career out of this, you know, and you cannot, you know, again, you can't count your chickens before they hatch, you know, but then that shouldn't apply to something like this, you know, when it comes to other sports as well, because this is esports, it is still sports, you know. So the truth of the matter is, when you win a tournament, you know, stuff like that, just pay your money, bro. Just pay your winners, man. Pay the person that won the money. Pay them on time, man. Because you can't just have a tournament, you know, this time, then pay whenever you want, or you don't like put out information as to what the deal is. You know, like a lot of people are doing that. It sets a bad precedent. I remember the first tournament that got a lot of publicity. That was like, I think that was 4 years ago. It was like a Maio Esports competition or something like that. The prize pool was $10,000. And it got a lot of people talking to participate. You know, $10,000 back then, even now, you know, but then we had never heard of anything like 10,000 right now is normal, is easy chops right now. But back then we had never seen anything like that. You know, it was new, it was brand new, and these guys, you know, they told us, oh, $10,000 up on grind. There's this game, and the money is spread around all the games. 3,000 here, 4,000 here, that type of thing, and it was very exciting. We felt, okay, this is gonna boost, you know, put word out. Everybody's gonna go crazy. But at the end of the tournament, you know, the organizer just disappeared, man. And this was like a whole Nigerian thing. You know, it was not like, and you now had, you know, like some other countries also in there, also trying to participate. Because when you're having prize pools that are that large, you are bound to wake the ears of other countries as well. That $10,000 they go down here. Make I even enter Nigeria, see what's in the apple for them. You know, that kind of energy. So it's crazy that sets the precedent, because if you're someone now that's trying to make this a career path for yourself, and you tell your father that, oh, daddy, CEO, I'm playing in this tournament, and there's a chance that I may win $10,000, or I may be part of the winners of $10,000, and your parents are the type to support you, you know, they would be locked in. You know, they would be very locked in. And imagine you don't get paid. Your papa no go take you serious again now if you come again. So it spills all the way down, you know, and that was among the first things. So when somebody else came with a tournament and said, oh, we're doing this, we want to do this, the whole community is going to be like, I'm not sure about that one, or right tell my dad about this one, but then am I going to put my energy, you know? It's still, it's tricky, you know? So if you start like that, it is never a good idea. So all I'm saying is, you know, it's great and all, but pay your winners and pay them on time. The on time is very, very key, you know, because you can't, like I said, you can't count your chickens before they hatch. You know, you can't be living off money that you have not seen yet, you know, and there's only so many times you can win. You know, you can play 4 tournaments, and inside of those 4, you probably win only 1. You know, what happens then? You know, how do you move on? So, yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Priest, for that. So, in a nutshell, you see, Priest was saying, pay your win as well. Pay your win as well. I believe Priest might not want to mention some names here, but Priest, would you like to mention some names?
I'm choosing.
Okay, I remember I'm a choosing, right? Yeah, you can always select a winner. Okay, so that's not an issue. So to all the gaming companies or gaming consultant out there, this is coming right from the desk of True Talk Nigeria, and you know we have our guests here, Maio, the top 5 Nigerian Idol season 9 winner, and also we have Patrick Okoro, aka Priest, the CEO of Citizen Games, and you know it's very good when it comes to gaming. Those is fingers, I'm gonna cut them off so I can have them to myself. All right, so right about now, we are gonna be drawing the curtain. We'll be drawing the curtain, but I need to ask one more question from Maio. From Maio. Then also there was something that Priest said initially. You know, for me, I've never been on Super Sports, but I hope to be there someday, because Priest was saying, Femi Daniel, if you remember, Priest was saying that he was on Super Sports and he actually made his mama proud. Yeah, and I believe Priest is still going to do exploit when it comes to this gaming thing. And also, I have Maio. Maio the top 5 Nigerian Idol season 9 winner. So Miles, there's something I want to ask you. There's this particular song of yours I came across on online. I think it's like a love song.
So it's not which of them? Is it
Which of the song?
is it Heavenly Therapy?
No, it's not Heavenly Therapy. Before you went to Nigerian Idol.
Was it Wait?
No, you are only starting with something in Maio. But there's this particular song. I'm sorry, I cannot remember this song. Okay, but there's this particular song, and you were pushing it before you went for Nigerian Idol, and after Nigerian Idol, I was thinking, we were thinking, Femi Daniel, what do you think? We were thinking you were going to release a song.
Yeah, I have.
Because, okay, so there's a song release.
Yeah,
so
I just
what's the
released
title
one.
of the song?
The title of the song I just released is Heavenly Therapy.
Okay, Heavenly Therapy.
Yeah.
So if we wanted, because Priest is a PUBG gamer, so now Priest can also slot in the song while he's enjoying his music. Is the song on TikTok?
Yeah, the song's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok. So Heavenly Therapy by Maio. See guys, you need to use the sound on TikTok. You see guys, and tag True Talk Ninja, tag Maio. Maio would definitely repost when you use this sound. Sure. Also, I believe Priest as well is also going to be using your song for some of his gaming activities. All right, so don't mind me. Joseph Adego speaking again right here on True Talk Ninja. I talk too much. All right, so I'm going to be asking one more question from our 2 guests today. So, how did you handle pressure and competition while on Nigerian Idol? Do you have any strategies or routines to stay focused? Let me come again with the question. Yeah. How did you handle the pressure and competition while on Nigerian Idol? Did you have any strategies or routine to stay focused?
Okay, so how I handled pressure was that I tried my best to take my mind off of it. It was hard for me to say that the pressure did not get to me, because then it's a competition and we all want to win. So I can't lie that I wasn't affected. But then I handled it like at the end of the day, let's just make the best out of this. Yeah. So I tried my best to make the best out of it. I prayed. I slept. When I was stressed, I was just going to sleep. Whether or not I'd rehearsed my song, I would just sleep, because I feel like I know if you die, I beg. You get. So I just tried my best to take my mind off of it. I said this is something that's going to end after this period, and I cannot die because of just this period. So yeah, I tried my best to take my mind off of it, off of social media too. I just tried my best. Yeah.
That's a very good one for Maio there. He really said something. He said he prayed. He was very being consistent with all he's been doing before even getting onto Nigerian Idol and even widening Nigerian Idol, because consistency is key in life. Yeah. If you don't if you are not consistent based on the routine you were following, then you would not get to the top 5. Yeah. And I know a lot of top brands might have reached out to you and say, "Oh, Maio, we want you to be our ambassador for XYZ." Also, we're looking in the future for Priest and also for Maio. We are definitely going to bring you guys as our ambassadors, because we really want to do a lot with you guys. So Priest, there's something I also want to ask you. Because I've been hearing a lot about Priest online. Priest is related to Dr. Seed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, Priest is related to Dr. Seed. So, Priest, can you tell us your relationship with Dr. Seed?
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I'm delving because our audience out there really want to know a lot. This platform is to reveal the truth. Okay. So, because I came across something, I saw Dr. Seed with the Citizen Games CEO.
Wow.
So, can you tell us something about that as well?
Okay. Back in 2018, 2019, when PUBG Mobile was just fresh off, and we started having our tournaments and all that. The first edition of the Nigerian Pro League, I won, and my team won, but we went under a different name. Dr. Sid is also one of the pioneers of gaming and esports in Nigeria. So he's one of those people that's a visionary. He sees things. He sees the future, and he's like, yeah, this esports thing is gonna go crazy, and I want to be in on it. So he and we got into a conversation, and he was like, let me sign your team and sign all the players in, and I want you guys to play under the Citizens umbrella, creating an esports team, and I want you to be at the forefront of it. So yeah, I participated in a couple of tournaments under Citizens. We won some tournaments. We participated. We got content out there. We did a lot of things. It was fun, and he's been an amazing guy to me. He's been a very, very, very solid mentor. And I don't play around when it comes to Dr. Sid. So he has always supported me, and so that's why at first I was an athlete under him, participating when I was playing under his team. And then when I transitioned into becoming a coach, analyst, and a bunch of other things, and then he now made me CEO of the franchise, the ecosystem. So PUBG Mobile is there, Call of Duty, Brawl Stars, Warzone. You know, so Dr. Sid is when he's trying to do something, he does it. You know, he strategically does it. You know, so that's why he created the Citizen Esports team as a professional esports team that has titles in so many different games. You know, so he basically curated it like you would curate a musician, an artist, you know, and stuff like that. So it ties in, you know, it's the same management, you know, putting out content. This is what you're going to do, this is what we want to do, this is what we're going to create, you know, how to drive numbers up and drive engagement. You know, he taught me a lot of things about, you know, how to tie in how you want to push a musician with how you want to push an esports athlete. You know, a couple of things there intertwined. So he gave me a lot of knowledge, and I will always appreciate him. Like I said, I don't play around with Dr. Said. He's a real one. When they say someone's a real one, that is a real one.
Wow, this is so amazing! Yeah, this is amazing. I'm very sure Maio know Dr. Seed. So you can hear. There's something I just learned. So yeah, there's something I learned from what Priest just said. Priest said he was learning under Dr. Seed. After some time, Dr. Seed saw the soft skills in him, and after some times, Dr. Seed made him the CEO of the Citizen Games. Wow, this is actually so fascinating. Okay. So guys, what have I learned from these two guests today? Femi, see, honestly, what I've learned from these two guests today is they are humble. They are very humble. And you know, when you are very humble, you know, you're gonna stand before kings and not mere men. So you know, top 5, do you know what it means to be top 5 in the whole of Nigeria? For Nigerian Idol season 9, it's not a walk in the park. And also, do you know what it means to be the best in PUBG? The PUBG mobile gaming. It's not easy to play the games. If it's easy, then I should be winning. So I dug my cap to these two experts here, experts in music and also experts in gaming. It's nice to have you on the show. And yeah, I give it all to Femi Daniels while you round up on the show. Thank you so much, guys.
I mean, let me get to Maio. You know, some people think that once you go there, you're blown. And that there's also a downside that comes to fame. Now if you enter somebody, Maio.
Yeah, exactly,
Maio.
Exactly.
So what's your advice?
So my advice would be have a reason for going there and be prepared for any result and believe that you can do it. So I did not want to go for this season 9 because of last year's upset. I said, I don't think I can go through that mental stress anymore. What if I don't make it again? And then I did make it, and I was like, oh, so I can. So there was nothing wrong with me last year. Yeah. Okay, so I can do this. And then I had to rally my guys. I was like, okay, we have to get these votes. Yeah. We have to tell people, we have to push. And then, so the thing is, when you are going for the show, you have this mindset, okay, even if I finish top 3, but when you are in that top 10, I swear you don't want to get to top 3. You just want to win. Like, like there's 30 million, there's a car, there are deals, there's this, there's that. But like, no, if I know
this government that we are in,
guy, if I know carry this money go house, like it will really pay me. And then you want that you are pushing towards it. And I think the way when you go through each stage, your hopes get heightened. I can actually do this. So when it cuts, when you don't make it through one stage and you be like, oh Jesus.
Just to ask you, are you going to go for the next one?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Patrick, what's your advice to the government, even private organizations, people who should be vested in this stuff? And tell us about your own personal project first off before you the advice.
Okay. So on a day-to-day, I do coach some PUBG mobile teams, you know.
I'll join too so that I can learn.
The esports ecosystem is very large. You know, there's like a lot of things. It's like you said, it's like music. Yeah. You know, inside of music, you have the musician, the singer.
Definitely.
Behind the singer, there's a producer. Yeah. Behind the producer, there's a video director.
Definitely.
So on and so forth. That's exactly how the esports industry is. So behind team, you have coaches, you have analysts, you have this, you have that. You know. So there's so many opportunities in there. So, like I said, you have to just invest in every single aspect of it. It's a whole brand.
It's an ecosystem.
Exactly, it's an ecosystem.
It's not just one part.
Exactly, just one part. You have the athletes are the face of what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, but then you have people like me now. I'm a broadcaster.
Okay.
You know, I do live streams and a
Fantastic.
bunch of other things as well.
And you make money.
Yes, I get paid for
Mad.
it. So it's a standard thing because
Great.
of the knowledge of the game that I
you
already
have. Fantastic.
So I
That's it.
capitalized on that. You know, I created a little bit of a niche for myself,
Good.
and I've been doing that consistently over the past 3 years.
Great.
But now, the esports ecosystem is getting larger and larger. You know, and I can't sit back, you know, and let it slip away from Nigerians. And it's just like Bitcoin, you know.
Yeah.
Someone told me about Bitcoin. That was in 2017. I was like, hey, what are you saying?
Look
And
at
the
it
person
now.
and the person that was telling me about it was not someone that was going to take serious, because that was someone that me and we dey go Canada. We dey go Canada.
Yeah.
Me and we wake up in the morning, we go Canada.
Yeah, I know.
We go from Canada, we
We'll
go
go
class.
class.
We go class, come
Go
back.
Canada.
They go back to Canada.
Yeah.
Now that person was not telling me, guy, have you heard about this Bitcoin? Have you heard about this thing? Now it's called a digital wallet. It's a digital wallet. Just
guess
put some
what?
money in there. And I was like, how will you put money in digital wallet that you can't see, man? Anybody, bro, like that, can I make you go Canada?
Guess what? How much? You know how much Bitcoin is right
Bro,
now?
he came back to school. He didn't even finish school, man. That guy I was telling about. He came back to school with 2 Benzes, bro. That was like 4 years later.
Wow.
Came back to school with 2 Benzes, man. Straight out of COVID, 2021, when Bitcoin did that thing he did
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Wow.
leveled up. Never saw him again. The last time I saw him was that day he came to school with 2 Benzes, and that was the last time I ever saw him.
That's all, bro. I mean, that's it.
What are you gonna tell him now?
What do you want to tell him?
What do you want to tell him?
Above all, make
You know,
money.
I didn't even want to have a conversation with him because he was like, because when I
told
saw him,
you.
he was like,
I told you, bro.
we just looked at
all
ourselves.
the messages were passed.
You know, best we can do now, Alpha, bro, we go still go Canal, but that's the highest.
Yeah.
That's the best we can do,
I
but
know,
you know,
I
because
know.
I told you so.
But you're doing well in
you
your
know,
own field too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Fantastic.
It's been amazing. It's an amazing ride. You know, I was in Casablanca last month for the
Beautiful.
African Esports Championship.
Right.
I coached Team Nigeria, and it
Beautiful.
was an amazing experience. You know,
Right.
and that is another thing I'm talking about. The Moroccan government now, because
Yeah.
that was the country we went to. The Moroccan government, they were fully integrated into the esports ecosystem. So they hosted all of us there, 5-star hotel, the full thing. It was amazing, you know, and that's exactly what I mean. When a country or a government backs something, you
Yeah.
tend to see it in the workings.
in what they do.
You know, exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. If we can get more of that, trust me, the ecosystem here is already there. The players
It's
are already
ripe.
there. It's ripe for the plucking.
For the harvest.
It's just a matter of who is going to do it right and who's going to do it properly. That is all that's left.
I think you should just be doing it yourself, because when some people put hands, sometimes these things don't
Omo.
work. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Maio and of course Patrick right here. It was really good having you guys on board today.
Yes.
Thank you
I mean,
so
this
much.
short period,
Thank
there
you
was
so
a lot
much.
of insights shared and all
Yeah.
of that. I mean, I feel like everybody here is pumped up to go and make some money.
Actually,
Maybe you join the gaming world.
I didn't
want to
download
learn
it
some
like
PUBG Mobile gaming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Femi Daniel, your host, and of course, this was proudly sponsored by Shamash Luxury, and of course, shout out to Bracken Studios for all this putting this together. Until next
Bracken.
time, we come your way, guys. It's bye.